Mark Zuckerberg bought hella land, I guess, all the way back in like 2016, I believe. Had a lot of people like, what the is you planning for, bro? Over 30 bathrooms, 30 bedrooms, and then these tunnels lead to like an underground society.
There's got to be something coming. Tonight, I visited the dark side of TikTok, and you will not believe what we discovered. I'm gonna bring you along with me on my journey through the dark side of TikTok, and you're gonna want to watch till the end of the video because what we expose today will change your reality. And don't watch alone because this can get terrifying. What's even scarier than the TikToks we're about to watch today is the fact that 75% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe for more scary videos. Thank you. I'm starting to think that this is not the costume. This might be the actual her. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, with the odd chance that she may one day see this clip, I'm just gonna say it's a costume because, you know, I don't want no beef with reptile lizard people. I'm good.
Morbid Facts, Part 788. In 2017, Tennessee doctor Paul Locus was celebrating Halloween dressed as the Joker when he got an emergency call that one of his patients was in labor. Still wearing full makeup, green hair, and a purple suit, he rushed straight to the hospital to deliver the baby. The mother later said she couldn't stop laughing as her baby entered the world in the hands of a Batman villain. Here's a photo of a Turkish soldier whose face was severely disfigured by artillery fire during the Battle of Gallipoli in World War I. He likely didn't survive long enough for any meaningful reconstruction to be attempted. In the 1830s, Spanish-born criminal Diogo Alves terrorized Lisbon by robbing travelers on the city's aqueducts and throwing dozens to their below, earning him the nickname the Aqueduct Murderer. After later a wealthy family during a botched robbery, he was caught in 1841. Scientists then severed his head and preserved it in formaldehyde for study, where it still sits on display at the University of Lisbon, eerily intact nearly 2 centuries later.
You know the Dr. Phil thing?
No.
The Turnabout Ranch? If you're like a bad kid on Dr. Phil, you would get sent to one of these ranches. Daniel Bergoli, you know the bad baby kid?
Oh,
The
yeah,
girl?
yeah.
She came out recently with like an 8-minute YouTube video, and she's saying like the first 3 days she was not allowed to shower or
Oh my
sleep.
God.
She would sit in a circle of rocks.
Yeah.
And then if she even went like this, the camp counselors would yell at her.
Yo, that's torture.
No, it is. There's a thing called reflection. You would send into an arena. There would be a horse, and you would just have to do laps and pick up horse while reflecting on your bad behavior.
What?
This whole thing is going down. Dr. Phil is not even a doctor. Like, so another person came out, Hannah. She's like, the first day I got assaulted by a male camp counselor. So that's why Daniel Bergoli is now trying to start a case with her because they silenced the Hannah girl.
Yeah.
So since she has more clout, she's trying to come out and say,
I really have to have her back on this because I truly believe that they did that. So, Dr. Phil, I'm going to give you from now till April 5th to issue an apology, not only to me, but to Hannah and any other child that you sent to Turnabout or any other program like this. And if you don't, I'm gonna handle things my way.
Dr. Phil is not actually a doctor? Bro, what? This whole situation is sick, but like, are we gonna skip past the fact that he's not actually a doctor? I did not know that. What's next? Dr. Seuss isn't a doctor either? See, now that one would actually mess me up, I'm not gonna lie.
An investigation has been launched after 300 piles of human remains were found in the desert outside Las Vegas. Sources involved in the operation believe the piles were probably dumped by a funeral home business. Nevada law does not ban individuals from scattering ashes on public land, but federal regulations forbid businesses from dumping cremated remains on federal land on a commercial scale.
Morbid Facts, Part 744. After retiring from the NFL in 1990, Hall of Famer Mike Webster's life unraveled into a spiral of bizarre and disturbing behavior. Once celebrated as the Iron Man of the Pittsburgh Steelers, he spent his final years homeless or sleeping in his pickup truck, suffering crushing headaches, dementia, and paranoia. Friends and family later described shocking habits, urinating in his own oven, shocking himself with a taser just to fall asleep, and gluing his decaying teeth back together. At one point, he even carried around a briefcase filled with superglue, painkillers, and duct tape, using them as makeshift tools to hold his broken body together. By the time he died of a heart attack in 2002 at just 50 years old, Webster's decline had become a cautionary tale of the hidden costs of football. When doctors examined his brain, they discovered the first confirmed case of CTE in an NFL player, proof of how the game had slowly destroyed him from the inside out.
Did you ever hear that theory how the CIA, they have their hooks a lot into rap, movies, and pretty much just all culture that comes out in media?
CIA.
The CIA, yeah.
Word.
You know this?
Nah.
This is like some dangerous theory.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be careful with this one.
Okay.
But Cat Williams said it.
Yeah.
Cat Williams said it. So he said that what they did was the CIA funded rappers to talk about gangster rap and gangster lifestyle.
I think it's a real situation. That gangster rap was created by the government to encourage them to kill one another. And them, you know what them is.
You're basically saying that they were okay with making their lives more dangerous.
But think about it. A lot of the gangster rappers, they didn't go down or get proof of being even part of any illegal activity. So what does that mean? That means
Playing a persona?
they're playing a persona. But why would they play the persona?
To influence the people?
To influence the other people and make them more excited to be part of a culture that's dooming the black youth. Which is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's some shit that Cat Williams for sure said. Yeah.
Cat Williams, yeah.
Yeah, because if you wanna kill people, fam, you give the drug to the community.
I mean, it would make sense because music is one of the biggest influences to people, especially of the newer generations. Whatever they're listening to becomes their interests and what they want to do with their life. So I feel like it's so much easier for them to push a bad message. I don't think any of these kids are going to listen to a rapper talk about eating your vegetables and going to school.
This joke on live TV became a chilling prediction of murder. Christina's Court was a courtroom show where Judge Christina Perez handled real disputes. However, one episode became memorable for all the wrong reasons. Comedian Sean Harris appeared to sue his ex-girlfriend for unpaid rent. The case was lighthearted, filled with jokes, until he aimed one at the show's bailiff. When Sean learned Renard had been married for 27 years, he laughed and said,
People in love, they yell at each other all the time.
Oh, that's true. Ask him, he's been married for how long?
Over 27 years.
Over 27
Look at him though,
years.
he look mad. You don't look happy, brother. You don't look happy.
The audience loved it, and the moment became one of the show's funniest exchanges. But a decade later, in 2019, a sheriff's deputy, Renard Spivey, was charged with murdering his wife, Patricia. This happened after an argument at their home. Police found her body in the closet. Spivey got a 14-year sentence. He will spend the rest of his life in prison for killing the woman he once called his happily married partner.
The 3 dirtiest burger joints in USA. Number 3, Burger King. Burger King's kitchen is nothing short of a disaster zone. They reuse cooking oil repeatedly, and the oil in the back kitchen fryers is as thick as black coffee. The burgers taste dry and greasy, and the patties seem like they were taken straight from the freezer and grilled. Number 2, Wendy's. The moment you walk in, greasy fumes mingle with a sour smell. Tables are sticky with sauce left by the last customer. The floor is tacky underfoot, and even the chairs gleam with grease. Flies buzz around the soda machine. Their patties taste bitter and burnt, like they've been charred and reheated. Before revealing number 1, please let me know in the comments section whether you ever eaten. Number 1, McDonald's. Some McDonald's kitchens resemble horror movie sets. Fries, tissues, and cola stains litter the floor. Old oil is reused repeatedly, and cleaning rags are charcoal black. Oil splatters cover the tables, and even the trays bear old stains. In some locations, ice machines have tested positive for excessive bacteria levels.
Morbid Facts, Part 760. In January of 2015, a walker passing through Squirrelwood Scout Camp near Doncaster, England, stumbled upon a sight so grimly bizarre that it made national headlines. Wedged headfirst in a rabbit hole was the body of 50-year-old Stephen Winfrey, a local hunter who had gone missing the day before after taking his dog out to catch rabbits. Investigators pieced together that Winfrey likely tried to reach into the burrow to grab his prey when his torso became trapped at an angle so tight he couldn't breathe or pull himself free. He eventually suffocated in the confined space, his legs still sticking out of the earth as if frozen mid-stride. When rescuers found him, his body was so firmly wedged that it took hours to dislodge, and soil had compacted around his face like a coffin of dirt. His loyal dog was found alive tied to a nearby tree but was trembling and dehydrated, having watched helplessly as its owner got stuck and slowly ran out of air. The coroner ruled his horrifying death an accidental asphyxiation. This man died after making the dumbest mistake of his life while camping out in Alaska. In 1981, American wildlife photographer Carl McCunn hired a bush pilot to drop him off in the Alaskan wilderness. He planned on camping by himself for 5 months to take photographs of wildlife, but would soon realize he'd forgotten to arrange for a return flight. As the weather grew colder and his supplies began to dwindle, Carl soon realized that he may never return home. At one point after he lost all hope, Carl was seen by an Alaskan state trooper plane but was ignored because he raised his fist in celebration. and a raised fist is known to be a signal that everything's okay. Referring to this incident, Carl wrote in his journal, "It's certainly my fault I'm here now. Man, I can't believe it. I really feel like a klutz. Now I know why nobody's shown up since." Sometime afterward, Carl ended up taking his own life by shotgun. Carl's campsite and corpse were found a few weeks later, along with his journal, which detailed his harrowing final months.
This high school coach shot and killed one of his students in her own home, and then he did it to himself.
Jesus.
It was this year to the 17-year-old girl named Gwendolyn Smith. She just graduated in June. She was getting ready to, start getting ready for college, start planning on starting her life, bro. Randomly, one day, her old coach, Ryan List, comes to her house. He gets in there. He goes up to her as she's there, and he shoots her multiple times, like in her living room or something, and kills her in her own house. Then, right after that, he turns the gun to himself and does it to himself as well. Hours go by. The girl, Gwendolyn's stepdad, ends up coming home. He finds his daughter in there, dead, and so is the other guy right next to her. So he sees both of their bodies as he comes inside the house. Her stepdad eventually calls the police. So police are like, all right, bro, we got to figure this out. They end up talking to some of the other players. They're talking to people that know them both, the girl Gwendolyn and the coach Ryan. And there was another girl who goes and says, this guy was insane, and he would try to ask them to have sex, ask them to like, oh yeah, we should go hang out over here and all this other stuff. Bro, mind you, it's a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
He wasn't even a part of the staff of the school. He worked at a local bowling alley, and the school just hired him pretty much. But he wasn't on the school staff.
Yeah. So he just put up out of nowhere.
So he just put up out of nowhere because I guess she wasn't answering him. Lost his mind because she was not trying to give him no time. He eventually snapped, pulled up to her house, broke in, shot her to death.
Jesus.
To like be with her or something. Killed himself as well inside of the house.
Dude, that's so insane, bro. Like, you're gonna take the life of a little ass girl because she don't want to be with you.
I know, and you're a grown
what
ass
is
man.
wrong with you?
Yeah, you're a different type of guy.
That's so crazy.
Bro, what is up with you grown men being obsessed with these little girls, bro? Leave them alone. Like, as an old man, what are you doing obsessed with a girl in high school? Like, what? Like, there's just so much wrong with this situation. Like, how do you get to any point in your life where you think that this is okay to do and just, like, you feel comfortable doing this?
It is not a good thing that Bill Gates is this interested in the water.
Bill Gates is very interested in your water while everyone's distracted with indictments and celebrity BS. Bill Gates, BlackRock, and Nestle just quietly teamed up. Yes, Nestle. Same company whose chairman literally said water isn't a human right. And
not
now
a human
they're
right.
making moves to own it. This isn't speculation. It's already happening. Gates is buying up farmland that sits on major aquifers. BlackRock is pouring billions into water infrastructure. And Nestle? Still extracting millions of gallons while local communities run dry. They're not just buying land, they're buying access to rivers, lakes, groundwater. They're investing in the tech to monitor, track, and reroute where water flows and who gets it. This isn't about conservation. This is about control. Food already controls people, but water? Water controls everything. You can live without oil. You can survive without power. But water? You've got days. They already run agriculture, finance, and energy. Now they want to own survival itself, and no one's stopping them.
How insane is this? This is going to sound a little cliche, but one day they will charge us for the air we breathe. As always, stay weird.
These two parents in California chained their 13 children inside their own home for years, starving them in secret until a 17-year-old escaped. Their names were Tommy Harrington, 57 years old, and Gwen Harrington, 49. To neighbors, they looked like loving parents, but inside their Paris home was a nightmare. 13 siblings ages 5 to 29 were locked away. Many were shackled to their beds. They were denied food, denied sunlight, forced to live in filth. Some were so starved, police thought grown adults were children. In January 2018, everything changed. A 17-year-old son climbed out of a window, found a discarded phone, snapped photos as proof, and called 911. His voice shook as he told police, "My parents are abusing us." When officers entered the house, they froze. Children chained to beds, the stench of human waste, starving faces staring back. The siblings had been hidden for years. They had never been to school, never seen a doctor, never known freedom. Tommy and Gwen Harrington were arrested immediately. In court, their children described lives of captivity and torment. In 2019, both parents were sentenced to life in prison. The case shocked throughout the globe. The world called it a house of horrors, and one haunting question remained.
Hidden truths behind everyday nursery rhymes. The last one will blow your mind. Number 1. Rockabye Baby has the darkest origin of all. It was inspired by Native American mothers who would hang birch bark cradles from tree branches so the wind would naturally rock their babies to sleep. But English colonists who witnessed this were horrified and created the rhyme as propaganda to make Native Americans look like bad parents. The when the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. Ending was added deliberately to suggest that indigenous child-rearing practices were dangerous and deadly, turning an innocent lullaby into colonial-era racist propaganda that we still sing to babies today without knowing we're repeating 400-year-old hate speech. Number 2. Do you know the Muffin Man? Sounds like an innocent question about a baker, but it's actually about a serial killer who lived on Drury Lane in the 16th century London. The Muffin Man was allegedly a baker who would lure children to his shop with free muffins and pastries, then murder them and dispose of their bodies. The rhyme was created by parents as a warning to teach children never to follow strangers offering sweets, making it one of history's earliest stranger danger lessons disguised as a catchy song. Before I say the last one, make sure you hit that follow button to support the channel. Number 3. Humpty Dumpty was never actually about an egg. It was a coded reference to King Richard III of England, who was described as hunchbacked and fell from power during the Battle of Bosworth Field in 1485. All the king's horses and all the king's men literally tried to save him during the battle but failed, and his body was so brutally dismembered after death that he couldn't be put together again. Meaning children have been singing about a real king's violent death and mutilation for over 500 years while thinking it's just a clumsy egg. Retry Claude can make mistakes. Please double-check responses.
If you live here, you might not be alone tonight. Across America, thousands of ghost sightings are reported every year, but some states are way more haunted than others. Let's count down the top 5 most haunted states in the U.S. At number 5, Pennsylvania. Gettysburg's battlefields still echo with the screams of fallen soldiers. Number 4, Ohio. From cursed bridges to haunted asylums, it's a ghost hunter's paradise. Number 3, California. The Queen Mary ship and Hollywood's silent spirits still wander the halls. Number 2, Texas. Ghost towns, prisons, and hotels where guests check in, but never out. And number 1, Florida. Home to the haunted doll of Key West and countless restless souls. But here's the scary part. New sightings appear every single week. So tell me, would you dare spend the night in your state?
This was the real-life Mean Girls, only instead of high school drama, it ended in unspeakable horror. When 12-year-old Shanda Scherer opened her front door one January night in 1992, she had no idea she was walking into one of the most horrific murder plots in Indiana history. Shortly after Shanda moved into town, classmate Melinda Loveless, jealous over Shanda's relationship with Loveless's ex-girlfriend, lured Shanda from her home under false pretenses with the help of 3 female accomplices. At a remote site called the Witch's Castle, they stripped, beat, and stabbed Shanda several times, inflicting painful but non-fatal wounds. Shanda, still alive, was forced into a car trunk and endured hours of torture, including burns from a cigarette lighter and a brutal sexual assault with a tire tool, causing severe physical trauma. The next morning, the group doused the conscious but weakened girl with gasoline and set her on fire, as she eventually died from thermal injuries and smoke inhalation. Her charred body was found in a field later that day, and the 4 perpetrators were arrested after one of the accomplices boasted to peers. Perhaps the most disturbing part of this entire case is that as of October of 2025, all of the perpetrators are now free, including the ringleader Melinda Loveless, who was released on parole in 2019.
See, and this is why I don't go out and make friends, because what do you mean these people pretended to like her, to set her up and torture her? And it's like, it's so sad because this girl probably was really excited for this and thought she was gonna like have a bunch of new friends and all this and that, and then they do this to her. Like, bro, what is wrong with these people?
Worst mistakes made by humans.
In 1986, over 1.5 million balloons were released into the sky above Cleveland, Ohio. The event was meant to break a world record and raise money for charity, a harmless, joyful celebration. But things quickly went wrong. Unexpected cold air and rain caused the balloons to fall back down, covering the city and nearby Lake Erie. Balloons blocked roads, shut down a local airport, and interfered with Coast Guard rescue operations. 2 missing fishermen couldn't be found because the floating balloons made the lake's surface impossible to see. Their bodies were discovered days later. What started as a celebration ended as one of the strangest and most avoidable disasters in American history.
It's making this search so tough for the Coast Guard. Can you imagine trying to find somebody floating out here or even spotting a life jacket with all these balloons on the water?
Landed here instead of the planned 10%. Many of them were found on Lake Erie.
The biggest what-ifs in history. If Archduke Franz Ferdinand's driver hadn't taken a wrong turn in Sarajevo, World War I might never have happened, and the entire 20th century would be unrecognizable. The assassin had already failed and given up when the Archduke's car accidentally stopped right in front of him, giving him a second chance. That wrong turn led to a war that killed 20 million people and set the stage for World War II. If the Library of Alexandria hadn't burned, human knowledge could be centuries more advanced with ancient scientific discoveries that were lost forever in the flames. The library contained hundreds of thousands of scrolls, including works on mathematics, astronomy, and medicine that were never recovered. Scholars estimate we lost thousands of years of accumulated knowledge when the library was destroyed. If a single vote had changed during the 1876 presidential election, Reconstruction might have continued, and African Americans could have maintained their civil rights for generations. The disputed election resulted in a compromise that ended Reconstruction and removed federal troops from the South, leading to nearly a century of segregation and discrimination. One vote in the Electoral Commission could have prevented Jim Crow laws and changed the entire trajectory of American civil rights history.
Mark Zuckerberg, he bought hella land, I guess, all the way back in like 2016, I believe.
Oh shit.
And it was like basically like the size of like a football field or something crazy, probably way crazier than that. He built like this whole estate type of thing, and then under it is this huge underground bunker. What the bunker had a lot of people like, what the is you planning for, bro? The bunker has over 30 bathrooms, 30 bedrooms, and then these tunnels lead to like an underground society. Like basically like it's gonna have houses and stuff like that and all this other down there.
Bro's playing Fallout Shelter in real life.
I'm dead, bro. What the is going on? And then there's also like an exit tunnel if you had to go back up.
Whoa.
And it's like via ladder, so you would have to like climb up a ladder to go through it. There's hella crazier. He has like a bunch of cars down there, and then this is the weirdest part about the whole thing. Apparently, bruh, the guys that are working on this project, they all had to sign NDAs, and that's very rare for people to sign NDAs on projects that are like this. Even one of the guys, or a few of the dudes that posted about that they were working on the project, they ended up getting let off the project. They're like,
as soon as they start talking
as soon as they even mention anything about it, they say they posted on their Instagram or something like, hey, I'm doing this thing for Zuck.
They got
got, bro. That nigga probably sent him a Guantanamo Bay or some shit. Nigga will never see that guy again. And then the even stranger part that is happening, a bunch of tech millionaires, they've been buying underground bunkers all over the world. There was already 10 installed in New Zealand in the last couple years.
Really?
10.
What the fuck are they gearing up for?
That's what we're saying.
Mark Zuckerberg is up to something. I just can't prove it right now. I just can't put my finger on it, but he's definitely up to something.
People who got married to objects. Amanda T. She married the ghost of a pirate. Mario Marchio. He got married to a cheeseburger.
This 17-year-old girl in 2021 was being cyberbullied to the next level, bro. And to her surprise, the person who was bullying her was her own mother.
Oh, no way.
I know it sounds insane, dude. Lauren Licari started receiving a lot of crazy messages from unknown numbers at the time that she didn't know who it was from. Death threats. These people are telling her to kill herself. These people are telling her that she's fat, she's ugly, she's a whore, she's a skank. They're saying things like about her boyfriend, and like, mind you, she's been with her boyfriend since she was like 13 or 12 years old. Getting messages from this number pretty much saying like, you know, your boyfriend doesn't care about you, your boyfriend really wants to be with me. The entire time, it's from her own mom. You know, because she's telling her mom, like, Mom, I'm getting these messages from these people, from this person that's just harassing me all the time. And
her mom is playing both sides.
And her mom was like, oh my God, like, I'm gonna tell the school. She's telling the school, she's helping her. Like,
she goes as far as to tell the school on herself.
Yes.
Mike, shut the fuck up.
I swear to God, bro. And it gets so bad, the FBI gets involved.
Really?
I swear to God, because it's coming from like multiple devices. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll block a number, another number will pop up and start texting her the same things. And it started getting really deep that this number, it started texting her personal things about her family that no one else would know, like recent family members who died, or, you know, things that are going on in her own like family life that other people wouldn't know for us. They end up tracking the IP addresses
And they're all coming from the same house that the girl lives in.
And
No
they're
way.
all coming from the mother. There'll be times where she's in a car with her mom receiving the messages. So that means her mom is literally texting her daughter shit right next to her, bro.
Wow.
So the entire time, bro, her whole mom was harassing her to the next level, sending her death threats, calling her fat, ugly, telling her to kill herself and shit. The FBI figured it out before she was able to solve her own problem, and bro, they ended up giving her like 5 years in jail.
Wow.
Yes.
Your own mother was hating on you this bad? Like, what is the point? Like, why was she doing this to begin with? Like, her job as a mother was to love and nurture her daughter, but she decided to become her biggest enemy. And it's the fact that she was hating on her and then comforting her at the same time. She was like, she would send a hateful message to her and then she'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened. Like, we're gonna figure this out. Like, what is going on in your brain?
Did you know the FBI's most wanted criminal was actually working for them the entire time? In 1975, James Whitey Bulger was recruited as an FBI informant to help catch the Italian mafia in Boston. But Bulger had other plans. He quickly corrupted his FBI handler, John Connolly, feeding him just enough information about rivals to stay valuable. While pretending to help law enforcement, Bulger was building his own murder and racketeering empire. The twisted part? He was using FBI intelligence to eliminate competitors and avoid prosecution. For 20 years, he turned the very system meant to stop him into his personal weapon. When the FBI finally moved to arrest him in 1995, a corrupt agent tipped him off. Bulger vanished, beginning a 16-year manhunt that put him second only to Osama bin Laden on the most wanted list. He had manipulated federal agents so completely that they became his accomplices. The hunter had become the hunted, but only after decades of making law enforcement his puppet.
I bet you Albert Einstein had them hoes. Hold on. Love interest.
That nigga said Albert Einstein had them.
Albert Einstein had several love. That nigga had them hoes, nigga.
Oh
Don't tell me about my motherfucking Isaac Newton, nigga. Had several love interests in his life, nigga.
Hey.
With his first wife being, bet she was a baddie. But he had them hoes.
Hey.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa. Now, hold on. What? Hold on, Zeke. What?
He
now?
later married his cousin. Oh, man. Ooh.
Hey, Zeke, restart the stream. Hey, Zeke, restart the stream. Restart the stream. Hold on. Whoa. That was a turn. Zeke, that was a turn. Oh, my God. That kind of like stunned me, nigga. Like, what?
You know, Albert Einstein definitely has some good ideas, but this was definitely not one of them. Don't date your cousin.
This is everything that happened on the news today, but it's going to be simplified in 60 seconds. Scientists just discovered a massive ocean that's beneath the Earth's surface, bigger than all the seas above land. They were recording waves, and they found out that the waves were being recorded under the surface too, which is how they found this ocean. There's a whole video on my page if you want to go look. Scientists finally just revealed what the bizarre mermaid that was discovered in 1906 actually is. So this artifact was found obviously in 1906, and nobody's been able to figure out what it actually is, but it was told to be a mermaid. They just found out that it's actually different pieces of different animals just conjuncted together. And so they're going to do some scanning and see what all animals are put in together to make this mermaid. It's fake. Scientists explain why you can't ever see stars outside a plane window while you're flying. There's two reasons why you can't see stars while you're on a plane. One of them is because of light pollution under you, and the other is because the moon is too bright. There's a lot of news today about scientists, but scientists are concerned that California's supervolcano might erupt due to over 2,000 earthquakes in recent years. A lot of these earthquakes haven't been big enough for you to actually feel them, but there's a whole video on my page about this if you want to go look. Scientists created a device that lets you play back your dreams. This one's really cool. Basically, it'll record your sleep, and then whenever you wake up, you can watch your dreams like a movie. Self-checkout machines across the US are reportedly beginning to ask for tips. A lot of people are upset about this because why would a self-checkout machine do that if you're the one doing the work? I do these daily roundups every single day, so make sure you add me and come back to me tomorrow.
Childhood rhymes that were actually about historical disasters. Humpty Dumpty wasn't actually an egg, but a massive cannon used during the English Civil War in 1648. The cannon was positioned on top of a church tower in Colchester to defend the city during a siege. When parliamentary forces attacked, the tower was hit and collapsed, sending the enormous cannon crashing to the ground where it shattered. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again refers to the royalist soldiers who couldn't salvage or repair the broken weapon, leading to the city's defeat. Black sheep originated during medieval England's wool trade taxation system that devastated farmers and caused widespread poverty. The 3 bags full represent how wool was divided. 1/3 went to the king as tax, 1/3 to the church as tithe, and only 1/3 remained for the farmer who did all the work. The rhyme protests the oppressive taxation that left farming families starving while authorities grew wealthy. This seemingly innocent nursery rhyme is actually about economic exploitation and government greed that pushed thousands into poverty. Rockabye Baby describes the 1665 Great Plague of London, when entire families died and bodies were hung in trees away from populated areas to prevent disease spread. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall refers to the tragic reality of dead infants being discovered in makeshift tree cradles. Families would place sick babies in baskets hung from tree branches, hoping the fresh air would cure them, but most died alone in the trees. The lullaby memorializes one of history's darkest periods when plague killed so many that normal burial practices became impossible.
Did you see what happened with Elon Musk?
Which one?
Yo, they just dropped some...
Oh, the event in LA?
The recent tech fam.
Yeah. I saw this.
They straight up have iRobot robots serving food, bringing you whatever you want, communicating, putting up peace signs, literally communicating like real people. AI, all intelligent fam. And this is where he's so smart.
Wow.
My God. Yo, I'm ready to buy like 20 of these fam and just let it work.
Oh, the cars, the self-driving?
The cars. So his plan is to pretty much combine Airbnb and Uber, put it into one and create cars that you can buy out that will make you money and pretty much be a self-sustaining Uber that drives itself.
So crazy. The robots were serving people and stuff like that. You saw the video, right?
Yeah.
How it sounded exactly like a human.
Hey Optimus, what's up? How's it going, man? What do you think of the new Cybercab? Cybercab looks amazing. I know. I'm trying to get a ride. Dude, me too.
See, leave down in the comments right now. Also, leave a like. But leave down in the comments right now. Are you guys afraid of what's gonna happen with it?
I don't trust Elon at all.
What's he doing?
There's a clip of him talking where he's talking about Neuralink, and he's saying that Neuralink can now take a snapshot. He's like, he compared it to like saving in a game. He was like, there's nothing in science that should prevent us from being able to take that same Neuralink chip and implant it into another biological being.
Oh my gosh.
But think about that. If he's creating robots that need human consciousness to operate, could he pull Neuralinks?
Like put the consciousness, if you will, into a robot. You live forever.
Couldn't you offer that as a job? Like somebody who doesn't have a job, they could like wear their glasses and like the remote, and you could be an assistant to somebody in LA. You're maybe not getting paid as much as because you're not there, and actually, but like you literally be walking around in their house doing chores, but you're in your house.
I bet you that's going to happen. Your artificial intelligence is not smart enough to do these things yet. Yeah. Why not have people operate it? Like at least in like a Tesla station or something.
So it'd be like having a driver. Like if you just hire a driver.
Yeah.
5 fast food meats you should always avoid. Number 5, McDonald's. Their chicken nuggets are made from mechanically separated chicken, and their beef patties often contain additives and preservatives. Number 4, Taco Bell. Their seasoned beef contains fillers like oats and other additives, making up about 12% of the total meat content. Number 3, Subway. Tuna here allegedly contains minimal actual tuna, with most being fillers mimicking tuna's texture. Number 2, Domino's. The pizza chain's various meats have an F food grade, raising concerns about topping quality. And number 1, Starbucks. Their meats are pre-cooked and reheated, often leading to a loss of nutrients and flavor.
I apologize if this is offensive, but if you eat tuna from Subway, it's kind of just natural selection. Like you're kind of just asking to be wiped off this earth. There's a lot of places you can indulge in some of your favorite foods, but tuna from Subway, like, come on, bro. Like, that's like saying you're gonna get some fish from McDonald's. It's just like...
The 3 worst French fries chain in the USA. Number 3, Wingstop. Wingstop fries are one of the biggest disappointments in America. Soft, soggy, and coated with sugar like a fake dessert. Drenched in heavy seasoning, they taste more like greasy candy sticks than real potatoes. The soggy texture makes every bite a sticky, unhealthy mess that your body doesn't forgive. Some experts even call them the most fattening fries in America. Number 2, Five Guys, famous for those giant greasy bags of fries, but bigger isn't better. Cooked in peanut oil, they skyrocket in calories and fat. What's sold as fresh cut often ends up tasting like pure oil overload, salty, heavy, and impossible to finish without regret. Eating a large order can load your body with more calories than an entire Big Mac meal. Number 1, McDonald's. The most iconic fries in America, but also the most dangerous. Engineered with chemicals, preservatives, and enough sodium to wreck your health, they're designed to keep you hooked. What feels nostalgic and comforting is really a toxic addiction trap hiding in every golden bite. Some nutritionists warn that eating them regularly can age your arteries as fast as smoking.
America, Costco smoked salmon recall is now classified as possibly lethal. Yeah, you heard it, people. So smoked salmon sold at Costco late last year is being recalled due to a potential listeria contamination. Acme Smoked Fish Corporation, based in Brooklyn, New York, is recalling Kirkland's signature brand smoked salmon. Now, the FDA initially recalled the fish in October 2024 for possible listeria contamination, but after looking at the FDA website, it has been up to a level 1 recall, which means it is lethal. Now, the product was distributed to the Southeast Costco Distribution Center located in West Palm Beach, Florida, and Costco warehouse stores in Florida. Now, an Acme Smoked Fish spokesperson said all products were removed from the marketplace at that time. Now, although the fish has not been in stores for months, some customers may have frozen the product for later consumption. You're going to want to look at the best use by date of November 13, 2024, and the UPC code is also listed on the back of the bag. Now, listeria is nothing to mess with. If you are feeling these symptoms, get to a doctor immediately. Fever, muscle aches, headache, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, convulsions, diarrhea. As for people who are pregnant, miscarriages, stillbirths, premature delivery, and/or life-threatening infection of newborn infants. Oh, and you can pass away too. This is very important, people. If you have this in your freezer, throw it away immediately. Also, since we're not getting updates on recalls until February 1st, it's always a good idea to check the FDA lists. Just go to their website and you'll find everything there. Just be safe, people.
8 sodas you can only find in the US because they're banned elsewhere. The last one will blow your mind. Number 1. Mountain Dew was banned in Japan and Europe for decades because it contained brominated vegetable oil, a chemical also used as a flame retardant. It was finally removed from most sodas in 2023, but not before millions drank it for years. Number 2. Gatorade was banned in the European Union for containing yellow dye number 5 and number 6, artificial colors linked to hyperactivity in children. European versions had to reformulate, but in the US, it stayed exactly the same. Number 3. Fanta Orange is banned in some parts of Europe and Africa because of its high benzene risk, a carcinogen that forms when vitamin C reacts with preservatives in the drink. Number 4. Pepsi One, launched in the 1990s, was pulled from shelves in Europe and Canada for containing acesulfame potassium, a sweetener suspected of causing thyroid damage in lab tests. Number 5. Sundrop, a citrus soda popular in the southern US, was banned in several European countries for containing the same brominated oil as Mountain Dew and extremely high caffeine levels. Number 6. Dr. Pepper was once banned in parts of Scandinavia for its combination of artificial flavoring, caramel coloring, and phosphoric acid, which were deemed unsafe for children under European food standards. Number 7. Sun-Kissed orange soda contains yellow 6 and red 40, 2 dyes banned or restricted in Finland, Norway, and the UK Europe's version had to replace them with natural fruit coloring. Number 8. And the most surprising of all, Coca-Cola itself has been banned in Cuba and North Korea since the 1960s, but for completely different reasons, political sanctions. It's the one soda banned not for what's inside the can, but for what it represents.
Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your favorite part of the video made you tremble in your boots, and we're gonna be on to the next one.